How's up, y'all? It's popping into G-Boss here after this vid. This is unpopular advice that you swear by. Okay, so we're going to hear what they have to say. I love seeing videos like this because I like to hear different perspectives, open my mind up to different viewpoints, because in this day and age, people are just such followers, and social media makes it so easy to do that. People are just so quick to follow the herd. Whatever everyone else is doing, that's what you're going to do, because you want to fit in so bad. You want to be accepted so bad, so you're going to agree with them. I see a lot of the same points being regurgitated, a lot of the same sentiments being thrown here and there, and it's like, niggas don't think for themselves like that. It's not that common. It's sad, but anyway, we're going to hear what they have to say, though. Let's watch.
Ditch this with your most unpopular piece of advice that you swear by. I'll start. Mine is that you don't have to do a job that you are passionate about. You don't have to follow your passion. I think that's bullshit. It's great if you want to, but also it is just as valid to get a job that pays really fucking well so that you have enough free time and money to actually do what you're passionate about. Like, I tried.
And sure, there are people out there who are passionate about their job, but, bro, a job is a job. Like, there are some people who have that viewpoint that, nigga, a job is a job. Yes, there are definitely way better jobs than others, but ultimately, you still gotta work to make money, and who wants to do that? So I'm not gonna be passionate about me having to dedicate time out of my life to keep doing some shit over and over again to get money, when I rather use that time to work on myself and do things that I enjoy. No matter how great your job is, no matter how passionate you are about it, it's still a job. And I honestly believe that over time you're going to just view it as a job, and you're not going to really fuck with it like that. That's why people be hopping from job to job, and they'll be so excited about this new job that they got or this new promotion. But after a while, it's like, bro, I don't want to be here. Because a job is a job.
Be a freelance writer. I was working my ass off, and I still didn't break like $30,000 a year. Okay. But I make more now working part-time than I ever did as a freelance writer. And I get to write what I want, when I want, and I'm happier, and I have more money to do other things. Like, that's a win. Most unpopular piece of advice that you swear by.
If it's not a fuck yes, it's a fuck no. And you may be asking, what situation does this apply for? All of them. Start with a small example. You're clothes shopping, you find a top, you're like, should I get this? If you're like, yeah, I wear this on a Tuesday when it's raining, and as long as I don't feel like my arms look fat that day,
then it's
don't get the top. You're not gonna feel like a goddess every time you put on that top. There's no need spending money to bring that energy into your life. A bigger example, should I date this person? If this person makes you smile and you want to see them every day and they make you feel like the best version of yourself, that is a fuck yes. And if it's anything less than that, it's a fuck no, baby.
Yes.
Ditch this with your most
unpopular
piece of advice that you swear
I'll talk
by.
about that.
Stay with them. You know that super toxic relationship that you're in, and you constantly try to leave, and then like the relationship just won't allow you. You keep getting stuff back in.
Oh, this
and,
is
like,
very
everything
opposite
just
advice.
leave, but you just never do. Stay. Stop fighting it and stay. Because like you're addicted to drugs, you're addicted to them. And until you hit rock bottom, you're never gonna stop going back. Until you finally realize why you can't go back, you're gonna keep going back. So keep going back. Go back, stick through it, and guess what? When you are full, you will get up. Like, that's a quote I seen, and it's what I live by. The day you've had enough and you realize you are full, you will get up and you will walk away. And that will be the day you never go back. So go back. This is really detrimental, and it can really fuck you up in the end. So, like I said, it's a terrible piece of advice.
Ditch this with your
I
most
appreciate her.
unpopular piece of advice that you swear by.
I see where she's coming from, though.
You know that idea that you had that you definitely shouldn't do, that person that you really shouldn't hang out with? Do it, because how else are you going to be the main character?
Ditch this with your most unpopular piece of advice that you swear by.
The hardest lesson you ever learn in your 20s is that love is not enough.
It's
Love
not.
does not conquer all. So much of our childhood is spent telling us that if the love is strong enough, if you work hard enough, you can make it work no matter what. That's just not true. You can love someone and they can be completely wrong for you. And
That's a
truly,
fucking
I
fact.
think the worst heartbreak that we go through is when we figure out that someone was not our life love, but our life lesson. You can love them like crazy, but that doesn't mean it's going to make it work.
Ditch this with your most unpopular piece of advice that you swear by.
Money's not real. What something is worth is not tied to time and is not tied to an object. An hour of your life is not worth $15 any more than a year of your life is worth $50,000. If you ask 10 people what a house is worth, you're going to get 20 answers. During the U.S. housing crash, when houses went from 400,000 to 100,000, where did the 300,000 go? It vanished, like it never existed, because it never did. And in the last 10 years, when house prices went from 100 to 400, where did the extra 300 come from? It wasn't like someone came by and gave it to the homeowner. It appeared out of nowhere. School won't tell you this, but the value of something in terms of money is tied to your feelings. Society is happy, the price goes up. When society is sad, the price goes down. This is why Warren Buffett says you need to be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful. Take care.
Finish this with your most
That's very good advice for
unpopular
investing
piece of
too.
advice that you swear by.
Do it. Do it right now. I think about all the times that I stood over a casket and remembered all the plans that we had, but we never made the time to actually do it. Something else was always more important. Or people who think they have to wait endless amounts of time to move in together or to get married. It's like they're living up to other people's expectations. You know, when people want to move to a different city, it's like, well, I have to have everything planned out perfectly. And if there's one thing I've learned after 5 decades on this planet, is that nothing can be planned. Like, you can do a little bit, you can have a little nest egg, but you can't predict. People die, things happen, jobs go south, money gets spent. If you're living in Ohio and always wanted to live in New York City, get the fuck to New York City. If you're in love with somebody, want to be with them forever, go be with them forever.
Don't come to LA.
Do what you want to do.
I agree with that. That was great advice.
Unpopular piece of advice that you swear by.
If someone comes at you unprovoked, do not match their energy. If their energy's here, go here. End it. Finish them. One and done. That's all you have to do. And it's like, 2 wrongs don't make a right. It makes me feel better.
No, girl.
Because I wasn't bothering you.
No.
Why the fuck did you come at me?
No.
So, like, someone's bullying you, calls you a fat ass in school. Random stuff. Remind them the reason they're adopted is because their first set of parents didn't like them. And if they keep being a little shit, maybe their current set of parents will give them up too. So they're walking on thin ice. End it. Bring a gun to a knife fight. Old woman in the store starts talking.
You encouraging school shooters at this point. Slow down, sis. I'm saying no as an adult. I understand what she's saying from the perspective of a child. Don't think she's a teenager though. I hope not. So I can understand a child saying that, and I totally would have that thinking in school for sure. You come for me, bitch, I'm gonna come back for you. You know, but as an adult, no, this ain't it.
And mad shit for no reason.
You can really fuck up your life, like, terribly by following this advice. So yeah, I would say definitely don't do this.
Remind her that she should have learned in the Cretaceous period,
unless you in
when
school,
she went to kindergarten, that she should have
got a little
learned
more leeway.
not to talk to strangers. She didn't because she's stupid. Remind them that they're stupid. End it.
So yeah, that's kind of a tricky situation because as a kid, I think it is important to come back at people when they come for you, you know, and that could, you know, come in the form of you roasting them, talking shit, could even come in the form of you fighting them. Because I think it's important to stand up for yourself because I feel like that does lay the foundation down of how you will allow people to treat you when you do become an adult. And you can get away with so much when you're a kid. I got away with so much shit in school. But you could also get expelled. You know, shit could go left, so don't take my advice. But as a full-blown adult, that ain't it. You could definitely fuck your entire life up by trying to, you know, come at people because they, what you say to me, and end up in a fight, and now you in jail, and you lost your job. Like, it ain't worth it at all. But I do agree with what a lot of these people were saying. They gave some real solid advice. I fuck with it. I will add one as well. This is my own opinion. I don't think you should just go to college blindly. If you just don't know what you're going to do with your life, being like, well, I'm just going to go to college, I guess. I don't think that's a good idea. Because you're just going to pick some random major, and then you're going to graduate and be stuck with this fucking expensive-ass diploma that you have. And you're not going to even be able to utilize it. You'll probably figure out what you want to do down the line, and then your diploma is not even relevant. It's not even being utilized. So yeah, I don't think people should just randomly go to college. Community college, sure, do that. I need to add water to this shit. You can go to community college and take your general ed. I would say you could do that to get a head start, so that when you do figure it out, you can finish college. That's really distracting. But just going to college and being like, all right, any, mini, miny, mo, I'll pick psychology, I guess, and let's see what happens. I think that's a terrible idea. I know so many people who have done that, and now they don't use their degree whatsoever. I don't use my degree. They don't use their degree. They are thousands and thousands of dollars in debt, and they could have avoided that if they just, chilled for a bit, really did some soul searching, and figured out what they really wanted to do first. That's annoying. I have to turn that off. Anyway, this was a cool video, though. Y'all let me know what y'all thought. Let me know what other videos you want me to watch, and I'll see y'all in the next time. Bye. Bro.